Previously on Billy G Saves the Wild.
Connor Bedard for us. He is stuck at that 87 overall. He still has the potential franchise medium though. Then he peaked at an 85 his second year. And ever since then, the last 3 years have gotten worse and worse. We have won 3 Stanley Cups with Connor Bedard, but he hasn't been the franchise player that his potential says he is. If we get a guy like Irons who has a better overall, he's less expensive, and he's for 8 more years, which Bedard is for 6 more years, I think this would be a really good move. Connor Bedard for Henry Irons, for Philip Meyer, second, third, and a third.
Cody.
Proposed trade. Okay. There we go. Blockbuster trade. Alright, so we're leading the league with 84 points. Our goals for 4.13. That first line is carrying us now, like I wanted them to this whole time.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Spurgey? That. This is about winning.
All right, welcome back to Billy G Saves the Wild. We are halfway through the regular season of 2029, and we're about at the trade deadline. 8 days away from the trade deadline. I don't have any trades in mind after we had that big trade at the beginning of the year to send Bedard to the Canadiens, and then we got Irons. We do have contract extensions that we need to get done. So let's do those first, and then we'll sim the rest of this regular season and see where we end up here. All right, so let's go to centers. The big guy we need to re-sign is Kotkaniemi, but when we go to Kotkaniemi, look at how much salary he wants. He wants 8 years at 10.325. which is a little steep, I think. If I was to sign Kotkaniemi, I would probably do maybe like somewhere around 6 years. And I don't know if we should try to re-sign him. No, he is a UFA, so maybe we should just try to work something out. We have 25.775 extension dollars remaining for next year, but I think we should get some other guys done because Kotkaniemi might be tough. So we have Hartman. He's getting older. He wants a 2-year 1.775. I don't mind Hartman. He is 34 years old. He's top 9 exact. Maybe we should wait for him for the re-sign phase at the end of the year after this season, or maybe we should just do a 1 year. He's 34, so I don't know if I want to go 2 years. So let's just do a 1 year 1.7 for Hartman. All right, so there's one. It's a cheap one. He's a 4th line guy. Sapolitiv. He wants 2 years 1.375. If we go long term for him, he stays about the same. So he's 25. He's kind of a 4th line guy. Should we do like 4 years, 5 years maybe? Let's do 5 years at 1.25. He is a top 9 forward, medium, 25 years old. So 5 years would bring him to 30. 1.25 is cheap, so I'm fine with that. Plus, he has 81 overall. So there's that. Let's go to left wings. Farabee doesn't want to sign, which is understandable because he is an 86 overall. He should be getting more minutes than what he gets on our team. So I'm guessing he won't sign with us. That's another 7.75 mil that we don't have to re-sign. So I guess I'm fine with that. He was kind of just a one-year guy. Tippett is another big guy that we need to get. So let's go to Tippett. So he wants 6 years, 7,325. He's 30 years old. He's a top 6. Should we do 5 years, 7 for him? 6.9. Let's try that for Tippett. That would be a good contract for him. Top 6 forward exact, 30 overall, or 30 years old, so that would bring him to 35. He's on a good second line, so hopefully he stays pretty high, like an 89, 88 overall wise. So I like that for Tippett. Let's do 5 years, 6.9. Nice. Madsen. Here's an interesting one that I was thinking about. Madsen is a top 6 medium. He's 22 years old, but he's one of the rare. He's a playmaker that actually fits on our bottom 6. I haven't found a lot of playmakers that work on our bottom 6, so I really like Madsen. So I think I might do like an 8-year, maybe like 4. See if he takes that. It would be overpaying for him in like the upcoming years, but in the second half of this contract will be underpaying for him, I think. So 8 years would bring him to 30 years old, which is fine for a top 6. Yeah, I like the 8-year at 4 for Madsen. So let's do that. Defenseman. Smithson, here's another guy that we kind of maybe should go long-term with. If we go 8, he's an elite low. I don't know how much he's going to develop, actually, so maybe we should just go... He wants 3 years, so he's an UFA. Maybe we should just go 2 years at 4.5 or something like that. He is our first pair with Kernack or whatever that guy's name is. So maybe just 2 years. Keep him in RFA. I don't know how much this guy is going to develop overall wise. So I'm kind of fine with going short term for him. So let's go 2 years, 4.5 for Smithson. All right. Philip Myers. Actually, let's check on... Addison's an 80 overall now. Rackin's a 79. And Rackin did fit on the bottom pair, third pair defense. But with Myers and Dumba, we get a +3 on the third pair. So maybe we should sign Myers to like a 1 year. Ooh, he wants 5 mil. Okay, 5 mil is too much for an 81 overall. He's getting a little bit older, so maybe let's wait on him. Bowie. I like Bowie, but he's getting older, 78 overall. I don't know if he's going to be a 78 next year, so let's wait on him as well. But we could do Rackin. What does Rackin want? Should we go short term with him again to keep him in RFA for 2 years? 1.25. I like that for Rackin. Maybe we should call up Addison. Except he is playing. He's probably playing pretty good, yeah. In the AHL. We'll leave Addison down. He doesn't really have a spot right now. And then go to goalies. Wallstedt. We have a lot of goalies that we can re-sign. So Wallstedt wants one, but he wants short term as well. He's RFA this year, so this is last year on RFA. I don't want to go long term with Wallstedt either because his potential went from elite low to starter low. So I think short term for Wallstedt's fine. He wants 2 years. I think 2 years is fine for him. So let's do 4. See if he takes 4.5. He might decline that. Who knows? 2 years, 4.5 for Wallstedt. All right. Skinner hasn't been playing great this year, but he's cheap. 2 years, 800. Let's do 850, so he just accepts it. There we go. And then we have Jones in the AHL, who's an 82 overall as well. He's cheap for 3 years, so maybe let's do like 8.5 for 3 years for Hunter Jones. Have some competition for that backup role. Sandstrom, I'm going to wait on. He's not an immediate guy we need to re-sign. All right, I think we can get to the other AHL guys. I just wanted to get those goalies. Hunter Jones done. So that should be good for extensions. Let's actually advance a couple days and then try to go back to Kotkaniemi. See how much money we have left after all this. So look, advanced day. We got the Flyers. Advanced day. Tippett, it was an easy decision. All right, Tippett resigns. Hartman resigns. Skinner resigns. Hunter Jones resigns. Rakin resigns. Sapolitiv resigns. Wallstedt resigns. Smithson resigns. Madsen signs. Is that everybody? That was a lot of players. We got a 4-1 win against Philadelphia. Let's advance one more day. Let's go back to Kotkaniemi. How much money do we have left after all that? We have 8.325 left. So if we want to keep Kotkaniemi, we would have to offer around there. Or that would be the cap. Or we'd have to move some pieces around. It kind of sucks that he wants so much money. So he's 28. I kind of don't want to sign him past 35. So that'd be like 7 years. Let's try 6 years at 8 and just see if he takes it. He probably won't. But I think that's a pretty fair offer, honestly. So let's just offer that, see if he takes it. It's under his asking price, but that would max us out on our salary. There is the last offer that we can make. Let's advance some more days. I hope he takes that. That would be a pretty fair deal, I think. All right, New York Rangers, advanced day. 5-2 loss. Advanced day. Yeah, Kotkaniemi rejects. You must be joking. So maybe Kotkaniemi goes down after the year, after the season in re-sign phase. Or should we start looking for a trade for Kotkaniemi right away? How much trade value does he have? He has a little bit. I don't know. I think Kotkaniemi deserves a chance to re-sign after this season, even if he is an RFA. He's been really good for us, so I think he deserves that. Pay him some respects. He has a 3-time Stanley Cup with us, so hopefully he goes down in asking price. But, all right, so we got a couple more days till the trade deadline. Honestly, I'm just going to sim right through the trade deadline. Because normally I don't do anything in that trade deadline screen. 4-2 win. We'll just keep current trade block and continue simming. So we got a 4-2 win in Tampa. 9-5 win against Vancouver. Game's thinking. Maybe some trades going down. 3-2 loss in Vegas. All right, so let's see if there was any trades. All right, we're looking for big names, first-round picks. At this point, I don't really know. some of the good players in the league because we're so far into this. It's year 2029. So maybe there's probably won't be very many names we recognize. Tavares gets acquired by the Blues from Toronto. Toronto gets a couple players. I have no idea if those guys are good. Yeah, at this point, I don't know if any of these players are good. So I could be missing some blockbuster trades. I just don't know. Cody Glass goes to Ottawa from New Jersey. New Jersey gets a second and a third. Eric Haula still in the league, acquired by Columbus. So Columbus must be stocking up. I think Columbus is good. So they could be... Wait, did Columbus win the Cup last year? I can't even remember. I think they did. So Columbus is good again. Sam Steele from Florida. Couple guys I don't really know. And yeah, a bunch of names I have no idea. Not any first round picks, so maybe a quiet trade deadline. I have no idea, honestly. At this point, it's hard to tell. I should probably know who won the Stanley Cup last year. The Stars won. Okay. I'm pretty sure Columbus... Was it Columbus versus the Stars? I think Columbus was in it. I need to look back at that video. Alright, let's keep simming. Sim the rest of this regular season. Alright, so we're 43, 18, and 4. What does that come out to? Is that 65? 65, I think. If my math is correct. So let's sim 5 more games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Edmonton. 5-4 loss. Rangers. 5-4 win. Canadiens. Bedard. Ooh, Bedard. 2-1 loss against Bedard. Bruins. 5-2 win. 4-1 win against the Penguins. Alright, so we're 46, 20, and 4. Let's keep simming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Hold on. It's a 5-4 shootout loss against the Stars. Where are the Stars? Stars only have 75 points. And they won the Cup last year. I forgot to show you guys a line move that I made. Beckman is back on that third line. So we're trying to get Beckman some games here. Because he was kind of pissed at us. His management isn't very high right now. So we're going to get Beckman the rest of these games, and unless he gets hurt. Maybe we'll just keep this in the playoffs. These lines. Comtois on the fourth line. Yeah. So Madsen's at an 81 now. That's good. He got that long extension. So he needs to develop. He needs to develop into that $4 million a year next year. I think he'll be able to do it, though. If we keep a good third line and we keep getting Madsen some points and some good players on that third line, I think he'll turn into that a really good third line for us. All right, so let's sim. Smithson's been injured with an injured rib. Okay. This is what I don't want. I don't want any injuries at the end of the year. So let's go back to Lambos and Pionk on that first pair. And then Dumba back. Myers with Bowie. Maybe should have done Dumba a 1 year. Yeah, he's a top 6. So maybe we went over a year for Dumba, but that's all right. He's still putting up points. 8 goals, 31 assists. That's not bad. I think this just affects the power play. So Bowie can go in. Yep. Okay. That should be good. 8-3 loss. 3-2 win. 8-3 loss. 6-3 win. Philip Meyer's been injured with a mild concussion. Okay, so we need to do a roster move now. Okay, do we bring up Addison or Racken? Addison's putting up points. So is Racken. I'm going to bring up Racken. Get him a couple games in the NHL. Get him back on that third pair left defense. And I think that only affects our penalty kill again. Yeah, racking in. There we go. HL, best lines. Okay, Philip Meyer is returning to the lineup. Go to roster moves. Did Racken even play? Got 2 games. He's a +1. Alright, so we'll send him down. Edit lines again. Was Smithson still hurt? No. Okay. So do Smithson back up. Lambos and Pionk back on that second. And Dumba Bowie? Wait, what's going on? Why are they only getting a +1? What the fuck? What just happened? Why is it doing that to me? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Why is that only a +1? Shouldn't that be a +2? This fucking game, man. I need a PS5 so bad. Alright, sim 3 more games. Fully healed. Alright. Oh, there. Now it's a +2. What the fuck? Alright, Myers. Back in. Think we should be good. No. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Ottawa. 4-1 win. 7-3 win against the Stars. 3-2 win against the Ducks. So we're 52-23-5. Let's just finish this out here. Last 2 games of the year. Chicago. 3-2 win, 7-2 win against the Jets in the last game. Let's see where we finish here. So we have 113 points. All right, we won the President's Trophy this year. Again, is that 2 years in a row now? I believe. All right, so there we are. Another President's Trophy winning season. Let's go to some stats. All right, entire league. All right, we finished with 113. Blue Jackets with 110. The Kings with 107. 106, the Flames. On and on and on. Let's see who's the worst team in the league. The Arizona Coyotes are the worst team. Oh, they're tied with the Kraken with 57 points. So those teams have been bad for fucking ever now. All right. Goals for. Highest in the league with 4.11. Goals against 2.91. Our power play heated up there in the second half. We're 24.5 now. Our penalty kill was around 80 the entire year. So maybe not. We don't have like the best power play or the penalty kill, but that's fine. Home we're 27-10-4. Away we're 27-13-1. Last 10 we're 8-2. All right, so another President's winning season. Perfetti finishes with 93 points. Is that a career high for him? Yes, that is. So Perfetti definitely benefited having Irons on his line instead of Bedard. That's crazy that a +5 line can't develop a player, but a +3 Perfetti gets 93 points. Boldy with 92 just misses 50 goals. That ties his points from last year. Another good year for Boldy. Kaprizov with 85 points in 79 games. So good year for Kaprizov. And not quite a career high. He had 94 in 2024. But that's up from last year. His plus-minus is way better than last year. So Kaprizov benefits from having Irons on his line as well. Kotkaniemi with 82 points. A lot of assists from Boldy, probably. What's that for Kotkaniemi? That's pretty good. Not a career high, but that's a really good year for Kotkaniemi. All right. Irons with 81 points, just shy of a point per game. That's a career high for him. 36 plus-minus. So he goes from a bad Montreal team, still putting up fine numbers. But then he comes to a Stanley Cup caliber team and he gets 81 points, 36 plus-minus. So that's a good trade, I think, from Irons. We'll check on Bedard just because we have to see if we beat him. Tippett was 73. That is one worse from Tippett, but that's about right for him the past 3 years. He had that one breakout 101-point year. But still a good year for our second line. Fabry on that third line with 54 points. Madsen with 54 points. We'll see if Madsen is maybe not. Maybe he's in the talks for Calder. We'll see. Dumba with 47 points. That's a good year from Dumba. That is way up from last year. Plus-minus is way up. Power play points is way up. And his time on ice was down. So that's a really effective year from Dumba right there. From the captain, Matt Dumba. All right. Comtois, 46. So that's another good... That's a good third line there. Tulola, 36 on that fourth line. Hartman, 35. Lambos, 29. That might be a career high for Lambos. Yep. Just by one. Plus-minus was all right. He was a 7 plus-minus. So about what I think we'll get out of Lambos. I think he is going to cap out at around 30 points. He's not a point guy. He's more of a defense two-way guy. He's only 83 offensive awareness, so it's a pretty good year. Myers, 24 points. That's a good year for him. He was with Dumba, so on that +3 third pair. Smithson, 23. That's good. He's a defensive defenseman, so that's pretty good for Smithson. He outscored his AHL year last year. Good plus-minus with 44. Pionk with only 21, which is kind of surprising for Pionk. I thought he would put up more offensive. That's way down from last year. Plus-minus wasn't as good. Not as many power play points from Pionk. Yeah, that's kind of weird. He has offensive stats, so I don't know. Weird. Kernack with 21. Was that a career high for him? Tied a career high? I think it is. Yep. So tied career high for him. He was a 54 plus-minus. So that first defensive defenseman pairing was really good for us this year. Beckman got 19 with 33 points. Didn't get a ton of playing time in the beginning of the year. But that's just where Beckman's going to be. I think we'll play him in the playoffs, though, in that third line. So Politiv with 17 and 54. He kind of was out for Beckman. Bowie with 14 games, 1 point. All right. Goalies. Wallstedt with 40 wins, 17 losses, 4 OT losses, 3 shutouts. His save percentage was under 900. Goals under 3. So our goalies' save percentages weren't good this year. We were just outscoring everybody. Skinner with 14 wins, 7 losses, 1 OT loss, 0 shutouts. Under 900 save percentage, but under 3 goals against. So our goalies had a bit of a down year, but that didn't really matter. So 40 wins for Wallstedt. All right. Actually, I wanted to check on Bedard. So Irons had 81, right? Irons had 81. Plus 36. What did Bedard have? Bedard had 67, and he was a minus 11. Is he still an 87 overall? He is. All right, so I think we have fleeced the Canadians with this Bedard Irons trade. Fleeced them hard. Trade of the century. Pedersen, 92 overall. He only got 67 points. So, yeah, I think we have, in year 1, we have definitely won that trade. McDavid with leading the league, 54 goals, 54 assists. McDavid is a 98 overall. Oh, my God. He hasn't been putting up the points, though, really, compared to real life. So McDavid having a good year. Clayton Keller with a good year. Oh, he's with... So McDavid and Keller on the same line, probably. Highest scoring line in hockey right there. Patrick Laine. Byfield was a good year. He's 90 overall. Perfetti with 93. Boldy with 92. And they're not even on the same line. All right, so there's that. Who do we have in the first round? Let's advance day. Advance day. Advance day. All right. We have the San Jose Sharks, who were 47, 26, and 9. That's a pretty good record for a wild card team. We'd be playing wild card team, right? The Stars didn't even make the playoffs after winning a Stanley Cup. That's crazy. So let's take a peek at the Sharks here. Ooh, they got Brady Tkachuk, Shane Wright, Evander Kane on their first line at an 81. What the fuck is going on here? They got a 78 on their second line. Braden Yager, 80. Eklund, they got a weird lineup here. 78 on their third line. All right, who are the defensemen? Who do they have? Wow. Okay, they don't look great at all. They don't look great. They got Brady Tkachuk, Shane Wright, Eklund, Yager. That's about it. Who they have in net? Saros at an 83. Oh boy, I don't like this team at all. What is this? They got a playmaker, power forward. Okay. Hennessy, playmaker, two-way. All right, so the Sharks don't look good. So if we lose to these guys in the first round, that will be a travesty. I actually want to look at the Stars. How did they not make the playoffs after winning the Stanley Cup? They got McKinnon at a 95, Vananen at an 86, Magapon at an 85, Sagan still on the Stars at an 85. They don't have a good second line center. That's probably their problem. They got Cirelli at an 86. He was on our team for 1 year. One Stanley Cup winning year. Pretty sure we had him on our like fourth line. Third, fourth line maybe. Yeah. But then he got another Stanley Cup with Dallas, so plus he was on Tampa Bay. So Cirelli probably has like 5 Stanley Cups. All right. So McKinnon didn't make the playoffs after winning a Stanley Cup. That is crazy. Our team didn't look great. I mean, they do have McKinnon, but our team is very good, I have to say. We have top end talent, and we have depth. Look at this. We got an 88, 88, 90, 89, 87, 89, 84, 81, a little bit of a drop off, 86, 82, 80, 85. And then defensively, we have very even, like 83, 86, couple 84s, 81, 82. We don't have the best goaltending, but that's fine. We have an 85, 82. So, yeah, we have a very good team. Farabee not being on the third line will hurt next year, but hopefully Madsen will pick up the slack there. All right, so there's the regular season of, what year are we in? Year 7, 8, something like that. 2029, whatever year we're in now. Anything else I need to do before? Maybe put it on playoff settings before I forget for next time. All right, we'll do both for return warning and auto rotate goalie off. That's for next video. Anything else I need to do? I don't think so. So next video we'll get into the playoffs. Hopefully, I mean, if we lose to the Sharks in the first round, I will be devastated. So hopefully we can have another deep run. President's Trophy winning regular season for the second back-to-back. So we need to take advantage of it, though. We need to have some playoff success this year. We can't be bounced like last year in the first round. All right. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Like, subscribe. Don't think about the real Wild. Think about this Wild. All right? Peace out. Bye. Love you.